This week's move is one of my favorite bodyweight exercises for building a wide V-cut back. The move that we're going to look at today is the Australian pull-up. And although this exercise has pull-up in its name, it is so much more beginner-friendly than the traditional pull-up. It allows you to build strength and get some awesome gains in your lats, your rhomboids and your traps, without ever having to really worry about getting your chin over the bar. So let's get into it. Today we're taking a look at the Australian pull-up as part of our series. Each week we're bringing you the best bodyweight exercises that you can do anywhere, anytime, with no equipment to help you get stronger and build muscle. So if you like bodyweight training, make sure to follow along. If you've ever tried doing pull-ups before, you know they are notoriously difficult. Not only does it require a good amount of upper body strength, but shoulder mobility and flexibility also plays a big role. And because so many people lack these things, pull-ups are just not an option for them. But don't worry, because the Australian pull-up will still allow you to work all the same muscles that you would with a regular pull-up, just in a much more accessible way. The Australian pull-up works primarily the lats, but unlike a traditional pull-up, it allows you to take advantage of an assist from your legs to help you lift your weight. This means that you can essentially unrack the bar with your legs and not have to worry about kipping or jumping to get yourself up to the bar. Instead, you can start in a dead hang and build strength from there. So the first step is to find a pull-up bar that you can use. If you don't have one at home, then you can always go to the gym. Or if you're like me and don't like using the crowded monkey bars at the park, you can pick up a doorway pull-up bar. They're cheap, they're easy to set up, and they're a great investment if you want to be able to train at home. Once you've got your bar secured, grab it and hang down from it. Now here's where the Australian pull-up starts to differ from other grip variations. Because you want to be able to use your legs to assist you up to the bar, you need to be in what's called the high pull-up position. To get into this position, keep your arms straight and lock out. Then bring your feet up next to the bar. You should now be in a relatively straight line from your fingertips through your shoulders and hips, and all the way down to your heels. From here, you'll notice that your shoulders are in front of your hands, which is different than a normal pull-up. And this is by design. This wider shoulder position will allow you to target more of your lats, while also putting less strain on your shoulders. With your body in the high pull-up position, you're ready to start your reps. And to begin each one, you'll be in that same fully locked out and extended position. Then you'll bend your elbows and pull yourself up towards the bar until your chin is even with it. As you do this, keep your shoulders in that same wider position and avoid flaring your elbows out too wide. Ideally, you want them tucked at around 45-degree angle to your body. As you pull yourself up, engage your core and try to keep your body line straight as much as possible. Once you've pulled yourself up and reached the top of the rep, you'll unrack the bar with your legs and hold yourself up for a second or two at the top of the rep, before slowly lowering yourself back down to the starting position. When you reach the bottom, reset your body and repeat for reps. So that's how to do the Australian pull-up. But why exactly is this such a good option for beginners? Well, it comes down to a few factors. First is that you don't need to worry about shoulder mobility. You're in such a wide grip that most people won't have issues with the shoulder position. Second, your legs assist you with the negative portion of the rep. When you're unracking the bar, your leg muscles like your glutes, your quads and your hamstrings are engaged in helping lower you down. This is extremely helpful because the negative or eccentric portion of an exercise is often the hardest part. By assisting yourself down, you'll reduce fatigue and be able to squeeze out a few extra reps. Finally, you can progress the difficulty of the Australian pull-up in a variety of ways. You can add weight with a weighted vest or by holding dumbbells at your sides. You can also do the same thing by strapping plates to your waist or wearing a backpack filled with books or other weights. Another way to increase the difficulty is to simply remove the assist from your legs. To do this, you'll need to jump or kip yourself up to the top of the pull-up and then come back down. This will gradually build the strength necessary to be able to unrack the bar with your arms alone. Eventually, you may even be able to unrack with your arms and not have to use any kind of assistance at all. That's the ultimate goal with the Australian pull-up. So let's talk about the benefits of the Australian pull-up and who can benefit from it. Like I said earlier, the main benefit of the Australian pull-up is its beginner friendliness. Whether you're new to bodyweight training or if you just can't do pull-ups yet, this variation will allow you to work towards that goal, while still getting a great workout in. The Australian pull-up is primarily a lat builder. The lats are a large muscle that spans across your entire back and gives your physique that wide V-cut appearance. The lats are also a primary mover in almost every pulling motion, so by training them with exercises like the Australian pull-up, you'll not only build a great-looking back, but you'll also build functional strength in everyday activities. The Australian pull-up will also work your rhomboid muscles. These are the muscles that sit between your shoulder blades and are responsible for giving you that I just rolled up my sleeves. Look, aside from that, they're also important for shoulder stability. Finally, the Australian pull-up will also hit your traps. Your traps are a large muscle that runs along your upper back and neck. Training your traps with exercises like the Australian pull-up will help improve posture and prevent injury. So the Australian pull-up is great for beginners. For those who can't do regular pull-ups yet, and anyone looking to build a strong, wide back, it's also a great alternative for those who have shoulder mobility issues, or who just prefer not to use their shoulders in training. So I think it's time that we finished up this week's exercise. Before we do though, I have to tell you about something. If you've been enjoying the videos that I've been putting out recently, I would love to hear about your success story. Head on over to the website below and fill out the form with your success story, and you may get featured on my page. Now that that's over with, I think it's time to finish up this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's move. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're looking for more ways to level up in life, you can head on over to the website below for more tips. Don't forget to follow along for more awesome bodyweight workouts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.